That was the second foul on Zach Newkirk. Nice hand for Akok. It was an injury-plagued season for him last year in Stores, after a very impressive freshman season.
Where they're getting those late shots in the clock because of their size, because they stand you up.
Polley along the baseline, Akok with the putback. Welcome back, Akok.
But they're also taking their opportunities in transition, which allows a guy like Tyrese Martin to get those easy buckets at the rim.
Snotty, a little step away is blocked by Akok. Effective shooter.
It's hard to teach someone a 45-inch vertical. Andre, I'm sorry if I'm...
Lob for Akok, and he's fouled going up. Again, hasn't missed yet tonight. Said he transferred in here because of UConn's championship DNA and called it his dream school, as Akok from the corner in front of his teammates, and they love that. Sellers playing his first game as a head coach here. Obviously, he's got special feelings coming back there. I said, what did you think about that? It's a hard game. Because I'm excited to come back, but it's a hard game for game number one.
And not...
Lob up, Akok throws it down. And Juan Dixon needs to talk things over.
Not too shabby, Pat, when you've got Akok coming off the bench. He's just 20 months out from that Achilles injury. His timing is back, and so are the Huskies.
Whaley, who was the co-defensive player of the year in the Big East last season. Nice ball movement inside for Akok. Balances himself and off the window. You know, he's a guy who the crowd really gets behind. Was limited to 7 games played last year, 30 minutes played as he knocks down the three. He can do that, by the way.
Our own Jimmy Jackson.
Pulls coast to coast, no good. Putback is no good by Akok, but he's fouled on the attempt. You know, Fang Mitchell, I can't help but remember that upset in 1997.
The UConn bench, they did not tell me that. I'm just theorizing.
Akok, that's his second three of the afternoon.
How about the bigs? Stretching out, burying the shots.
Jackson, Flowers, blocked inside by Akok. Here's Davis with a little room, sent back by Akok. Put back no good by Conti. NCAA tournament canceled due to the pandemic in 2020. And there is Akok on the other end of the floor. He wants to get in on this action.
UConn putting together quite the highlight tape. Jalen Gaffney, Akok. Say goodnight.
Quick trigger for Trey Wood. Offensive rebound. Conti sent back by Akok.
Backup point guard. Starting the season strong from beyond the arc at nearly 60%. Akok from the corner.
Remember Akok still Baylor and VCU on that other side as well.
Akok with his second trifecta.
I mean, think about that. If Akok is going to be nailing three by the staff, maybe their most talented player, really can be also an X factor as he continues to develop.
Akok, the X factor for Connecticut, has 8 in this first half.
Robert has not got much from this guy yet as he challenges, and into the thick of it he went.
Neither one really can shoot threes. Akok probably a better three-point shooter. He's a better three-point shooter, but look, they just throw it right into the box.
There's the offensive board, and just on cue, they wanted the aggressiveness. They wanted to see him get involved, and right away.
Well, they weren't dominating.
2 for 3 from beyond the arc for Hawkins. Driving right down the lane. Akok with the rejection. Cole thought about the 3. 6-point lead for UConn. Here in the first half. Cole up top. Akok, and he got fouled. Oh, he showed off his length there, coach. Grabbing that ball and stuffing it.
He really did. And Cole was really, the way he handled the ball, he was looking for that all along. He threw it up there, and Akok had a great dunk. I tell you what, this is what you want. You want to block it on one end, and then you want to follow up offensively with a dunk on the other end. That's the way you like your big guys to play.
So Kingsby with the first bucket of the second half for Grambling. Akok on the give and go to the rim, and he scores.
That was a good shallow, what they call shadow screen.
Moten on the inbounds. Up and under move. That was deflected by Akok.
Look to attack the basket. Try to get to the foul line a little bit.
Kingsby pulls up. Connecticut, despite shooting 39% from the floor, has the big-time lead. Akok is talking about three.
Team, because of the balance that you have.
And right now, that's with two important pieces on the bench as well with injury. That's Akok. Offensive glass.
Turnovers. UConn turns their opponents over to the tune of about 18 per game, but UConn continues to attack in the half court.
They double him here, poke it away, and a steal. Polycap in transition. It's blocked by Akok.
Only foul trouble in the game so far is still Oshunwi with a 2 for St. Bonaventure. We haven't seen any of that. Minutes. Akok with a corner 3 for UConn.
I think you've got to continue to be more patient. I think Attaway's been aggressive with the basketball, but you've got to be solid. You've got to be patient. You can't turn it over.
Jackson up top, and Akok down low.
You're a rule.
Akok, he's hit one from here already. And another. He is 8 for 13. St. Bonaventure, and UConn attacks him. Whaley back out to Hawkins. Hawkins still has not hit for the field, but Akok will tip it in uncontested. Quadri Adams around Gaffney. Akok smothers it against the backboard. Another 3, Tyler Polley. Instead, here's Adams for the Bonnies. Hot foot to Terrell, and Akok takes another one off the rim.
Look out. This is... who knows the potential of this team, because they've got depth, they've got size, versatility.
They got Akok inside on Oshunwi with a strong finish. I think Akok. All right. Aspen versus a ranked team against number 14 URI. Holmes blocked by Akok, his third, got it back. Reigning Big East Player of the Year on him.
Well, they went for him. Nate Watson leads the team with 15 points a game. Here's Horkler's having a very solid season. Rejected by Akok. Providence number 4, Jared Bynum, been out the last 4 with a right ankle injury. Here's Watson rejected. How about Akok?
So important for Marquette to move that basketball side to side, but then once you catch it on, you got to get to the rim just like that. And
he's got both Golden Eagle baskets. 12th meeting between these two. UConn swept the season series a year ago. Akok connects from deep. Going to double figures. He's done that in all but one game this year. Akok dials it up, and he throws it in from deep. Akok with 6.
Quickly about what Kevin has done. If COVID hadn't struck in 2020, he may have had a Final 14 that year. And Akok knocks it down. That is his strength. Obiagu working pick and roll. And he's rejected by Akok. And that'll be a tie ball. The arrow going to the Huskies. Great defensive work. Great scorers like Roden make one, and it's a tough shot. All of a sudden, the cylinder gets a little wider. Akok. Yes, sir. Akok. You know, he doesn't take many, but he makes most.
Little swarm there by the Huskies at midcourt.
Oh, precocious with a precocious dish, and it's rejected. Just became eligible.
How about it, Jackson?
Alley-oop. Akok is a cooking.
And so few looks on the interior for opponents when you're playing the Huskies. Another good look by Jackson leads to the foul.
Harris rejected by Akok. This kid right here, another rejection. See,
Cole races up ahead. Over to Hawkins for 3. And great job by Martin to track down the loose ball. Hawkins to Akok. What a feed from Jordan Hawkins, freshman, over to Akok.
So much. I'm with you, Andrew. You're calming influence.
Akok for three is good. When he takes him, he makes a good percentage of them, 46%, but that's just his 13th of the year. Team where he can really make his voice heard, and that's a big part of UConn's success this year. Another block, this time by Akok.
Here we go. Go in. Looks like we got a basket. No. Akok. Great angle. We got terrific camera crew. Flew him in for Albuquerque.
Well, he's not going to be shooting a ton of jumpers probably, but he's a fantastic defensive player.
McCauley now goes inside, and Liberty no. McCauley follows and gets rejected. Being realized here, -9 in the glass already. Johnson gets under Sonova and gets blocked.
Let's see if they can get Martin going right here.
Martin kicks it back outside. I'm not sure that was the plan, but they're going to take it.